Hello, I'm reporter Andy Fox, and my job is to remind drivers, in a fun kind of way, to obey the rules of the road. That green car speeding up to get through the red light. I saw him speeding up. Watch this orange car closely. Bam! He didn't stop!
He didn't stop!
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Wait, watch this one! Right through there! Red light! The red light! He's from New Jersey! It's good for a laugh, but there's a serious point too. Driving is not a right. It's a privilege you earn by obeying traffic laws. Red light running's a deadly problem in Virginia, and red light camera enforcement is part of the solution.
It happened right here. It was the first time in my life I ever thought I'm going to die.
Red light running is the leading cause of crashes in urban areas.
I was in a coma for a prolonged period of time. When I came out of coma, it would be about 9 years.
Worst of it is the spinal cord injury. It affects the use of my hands. This is the best I can do with this hand.
Nationwide, fatal motor vehicle crashes caused by red light running increased 19% between 1992 and 2000. That is 3 times more than any other traffic-related fatalities.
Red light running is the leading cause of crashes in urban.
We try not to think about how dangerous it is to be driving because we've gotten used to doing it every day. And we need to do it every day because we need to get places.
These are not accidents. These are crashes. If you call it an accident, then you're pretending that it could happen and it's nobody's fault and there's nobody accountable. This is no accident. This is a willful act to take away from somebody else what is rightfully theirs, and that's their turn to, in a civilized way, cross an intersection without having to fear for their lives.
We put photo red light in an intersection. It reduces crashes. It reduces the number of red light runners, and that's exactly what we were trying to do with it, and it's working, and it's working very effectively.
Significant reductions in red light running have been documented in every Virginia locality utilizing photo safety enforcement. Consider this study of 9 Fairfax County intersections. During the first year of camera operation, the average number of violators detected by red light cameras was 8,358. It dropped to an average of 4,307 in the second year at the same intersections. This was typical in each locality.
So it was nearly a 50% reduction in the number of people who are running the red light, which is really an incredible statistic when you think about it.
Obviously something's working. People are not running the red lights as they once were. They know that the cameras are out there and their driving is being adjusted accordingly.
Of all the enforcement and education efforts that we have done over the years, I've never seen results that dramatic as we saw with the photo red light.
Red light camera operations vary from one locality to another. Some police departments use computerized video red light systems.
We've identified a white car in the lower right-hand corner, which is now behind the stop line with the light fully red. The next frame we'll capture will be the car intersection with the light red. And if we go to the very end, you see the car going through the intersection.
Others utilize still cameras that are synchronized with intersection lights to take photographs when a vehicle enters an intersection on red.
If you enter the intersection while the light is yellow, the camera will not take a photograph.
In all cases, violations have to be unmistakable. Camera systems must meet exacting standards and be well maintained at all times.
The camera is not always on. It's not constantly taking photographs. It only engages and takes photographs when a violation is detected.
If you don't run the red light, you have no concerns. But even if you do, it's not an invasion of anyone's privacy. It's not Big Brother. It is what it is saving lives through consistent enforcement of the law.
Gray Ford SUV, white male driver.
Enforcing traffic laws by traditional means poses special difficulties.
Typically, when an officer observes someone running through a red light, they have to also run that red light in order to apprehend the individual. Thus, they are putting themselves in danger and the other motorists in danger by having to go through that intersection against the red light.
Where's that stop from running that red light back there?
It would take 6 officers per intersection to provide 24/7 intersection protection. And in today's post-9/11 environment, public safety demands already are greater than ever.
We're spread real thin. There is no way that the current police officer force in Fairfax County can cover 747 signalized intersections with the type of labor-intensive enforcement it takes to do this. Photo red light is proven technology. It'll do it for us 24/7, it's non-discriminatory, and it's safer for the motorist and the police officer.
I can't think of a police chief alive that would tell you that that he or she has enough police officers in their department, and certainly this is a force multiplier in the truest sense of the word. And I think if you talk to not only the many members of the General Assembly, but you talk to the public, there's overwhelming support now for this program.
Public support for the use of the technology is in the range of 80% or better.
Red light camera enforcement also is supported by other organizations like Advocates for Highway and Auto Safety, the International Association of Chiefs of Police, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, the American Trauma Society, the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety, the National Campaign to Stop Red Light Running, and of course, by countless crash survivors.
Yes, we're putting up cameras, and yes, we're going to take pictures of people running red lights. But we take cameras and we put them at banks to catch bank robbers. We take cameras and we put them at airports to stop terrorists. Why is this any different? Why does somebody have the right to run a red light, hit another car, 3 tons of metal striking my car, just so he can get 5 seconds off his drive? I don't think we should put up with that.
When people are driving, they somehow assume that they've got control over everything, that it will only take them a split second to run that red light. But the truth is that their split second can cost someone else their life.
We need to keep these cameras in place and, if possible, expand the use of red light cameras in places where there are red light running problems across the state.
If we had this program across the Commonwealth of Virginia, I am certain that we would see a drastic reduction in collisions, fatalities, and injuries due to people running red traffic signals.
The closer one looks at photo enforcement, the more attractive it is. It's proven technology. It's proven to be an invaluable tool supported by law enforcement, traffic engineers, and common sense. The evidence shows that photo enforcement does make a difference. I'm Andy Fox in Norfolk. Thanks for watching, and drive safely.